Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj starts off by saying, "O dear ones, please engage yourself in doing sadhana." Why so? Because after a journey of innumerable lifetimes, the situation has become favorable for the ultimate elevation of your soul. Think about it. You see the bugs on the ground and on the trees. We don't realize we have been through those species. We have been mosquitoes flying in the air, the birds chirping on the branches. We may have been the sequoia trees standing upside down because trees have their head below and feet above. And we may have done that headstand Shirshasana for 2000 years if we were like the General Sherman, etc. After all these life forms, we have now received the human body. And this has come with a very special blessing. Two main blessings. The first is that it has the faculty of knowledge to enable us to determine why we are here, what is the purpose of my life, and how can I achieve that purpose. In the lower species, that facility was not available. We have also been to the celestial abodes, the Devi Devtas whom we worship today. We offer oblations in the fire. Idam Indraya Namaha Swaha, Idam Kuberaya Namaha Swaha, Idam Varunaya Namaha Swaha. We all have been these devatas. But the soul did not receive the infinite bliss that it was seeking. So as devatas, although we possessed knowledge, we did not have the ability to do purusharth, fruit-bearing karmas. This human form is the only one which is blessed with the ability for purusharth. Hence it is called the free will zone. Here you have the free will to make your future or break it. All the pathways are open. Narak, Swarga, Apavarga, Niseni, Gyan, Viraga, Bhakti, Shubhadeni. After the human body, one can head off straight to the nether regions, Narak, or fly to the celestial abodes to reap the punya for some time and then return, or come back in the human form, or attain the Supreme Divine Lord. That is why in this human form we are told this is the one special form where God realization is possible. That is the reason why the Devi Devtas, they also pray that in the next birth they don't wish to be Indra, Kuber, Varun. They wish to have that body which you and I have received. When Lord Rama gave a lecture to the residents of Ayodhya, एक बार रघुनाथ बुलाए, गुरु द्विज पुरवासी सब आए. In that lecture, the Ayodhya Vasis came, The Brahmins, the teachers came, and Ram's Guru Vasisht also came. Ram had called the humans residing there, not the animals or the celestial devatas. And then he said to them, Bade bhag manusha tanu pava sur durlabh sad granthan hi gava. O residents of Ayodhya, you are extremely fortunate. The human body that you have received is sur durlabh. It is rarely achieved. It is desired even by the suras, the gods in the skies. So make the most of it. The Kamalapati Ashtakam says, Manujadeham bhuvi durlabham samadhigamya surairapi vanchitam Vishayalam patatam apahaya vai bhajatare manuja kamalapatim Surairapi vanchitam. The Devtas yearn, if only I could get this human form. So they, from the celestial abodes, they look at us and they praise our good fortune. This situation that has got created, we received one big grace, the body, providing the facility for knowledge and fruit-bearing karmas. Number two, those of you who are participating here, you received the second grace, the faith in God and the hunger for God. There are so many who say God is the opiate of the masses and so many crazy things. So if you developed that faith, you got another grace. And the third grace we received was the opportunity to get divine knowledge from the Guru. Now these three have created a favorable condition for us to launch off to the supreme destination. But there is a problem here. And what is the problem? The problem is the situation we find ourselves in is very slippery. Nobody knows when it will be snatched away from us in the form of death. We really don't know how long we are going to live. I was just reading that the biggest fall in the American life expectancy, average life, has happened last year after the Second World War. Was anybody expecting it? Of course not. The people who passed away in the hospitals around the world, did they expect prior to it that they will suddenly be no more? It took everyone by surprise. That is how death is. If there was a guarantee, look, you will definitely live till 75. All right. Till 74, do whatever you like. You go to Las Vegas or Atlantis City or anything. And the last 1 year, just apply yourselves and reach the goal. But out here, there is no guarantee for the next day. And that is why there's an urgency. Narad Ji says in his Bhakti Darshan, Kshanardamapi vyarthena neyam. Don't delay even by a moment. We talk about I'll do it next year. Do sadhana, Swamiji, when I retire. People who are have a little more sense of urgency. Swamiji, next year you come to my city, I'll start. And Naradji is saying, your urgency should be from moment to moment. I wasted a moment of this human life. Chanakya Pandit, the guru of Chandragupta Maurya, he said, Sahanes tanmahachidram samoha savibhramaha yan muhurtam kshanam vapi vasudevam na chintayet. He says the biggest loss in life, the biggest disaster, the biggest catastrophe, the worst calamity to hit you is that one moment you wasted away without remembering Vasudev Shri Krishna. So that is why, although we are infinitely blessed, and blessed doesn't mean that we've got luxuries to enjoy. We may be in an oppressed situation. Blessed means we have the opportunity for welfare, eternal welfare. But because the situation is temporary, we must apply ourselves to it. It's just like the student is careless through the year, but when he knows that the exam is nearby, the urgency develops and he applies himself or she applies herself more and more with great alertness. Likewise, we must chide our intellect to shun away its laziness and to throw away any kind of indifference. The Kena Upanishad is issuing a warning. It says, Ihache davedi datha satyamasti na chediha vedin mahati vinashtihi. Oh human beings, if you do not utilize the opportunity you have, then it's going to be a great loss. What will be the loss? The loss will be next life. You don't know where you will go. We could go downwards into the lower species. We could keep on rotating for 1,000 lifetimes before we have this opportunity. So, decide what your priorities are. When I was in college, actually this was in first year college. So in those days, cycles was the main form of transportation on Delhi roads. So I also had my bicycle. And one day I was riding from my home to the college. It was a pretty empty road. And I saw somebody almost a kilometer ahead. And I was inspired to race him. So I started pumping with my legs. He didn't know that I was racing him, but I knew that I had to beat him. And I was going as if this was the London triathlon in which I was participating. I just had to beat him. The race went on. We were on the outer ring road of Delhi. Finally, after 3 miles or so, I managed to overtake him. So I was feeling exhilarated. He did not realize that I had been racing with him. He was in his own world, enjoying his ride. But for me, it was a great victory. And then, having won the race, I realized that the turn which I had to take, I had overshot it by 400 meters. And I had to then return, all because I was in an unnecessary race. But that is what we do in this world as well. You are racing with the people in your office to get ahead of them. You are racing with your neighbors because if they went for a holiday to Cancun, then you have to go for a holiday to Hawaii. The race goes on and on and on. There is no end to it. And in the meantime, we forget the turn that we were supposed to take. Life passes by. We must ensure that we don't get into these rat races. The corporate world is a rat race. And even if you win it, if you win a rat race, what does that make you? The top rat. Is it worth it? Absolutely not. Decide which race is important and which is unimportant. So Kripaluji Maharaj says, dear ones, ponder over these words and rev up your enthusiasm, your passion, and apply yourself to the task at hand. From today is going to be a spiritual bonanza. These opportunities don't present themselves easily. Throughout the day, you have so much of worldly obligations, distractions, necessities to take care of. And out here, your only task is to sit and learn how to do sadhana and apply those teachings. And the only obstacle is what? Our own mind says, can I think of Hong Kong and Singapore? So, the carelessness from within has to be eradicated. He is going to teach us how to do sadhana. We will keep on imbibing these teachings and applying them while we are here.